We're coming in hot right now.
Oh my god, things are so intense.
It's me, Mario.
Boys, girls, children of all ages.
Dogs and cats
Blah, blah,
living
blah.
amongst us. Mass hysteria.
Blah, blah, blah.
Welcome to the mania that is
Blah,
stuck
blah, blah.
in the middle.
Blah, blah, blah.
And if you haven't heard clearly,
Blah, blah, blah.
oh my god, I'm going to shoot myself in the head. I think that would be quite heterosexual, Sarah.
Whatever. Welcome to a totally cis show. You know, by no fault of our own. That's just what we were. It's what we were when we were born. In contrast to that drop by, what's his name? Dr. John?
Dr. Dre.
Word.
Welcome to the show. We're coming in hot today. Eli just barged into the studio, making wild accusations, just
Hold on, man. I'm texting.
Did I,
Just give me a
throwing thoughts
Who are you
left and right.
texting?
Yeah. Wait. Let me improv in an improper spot. Hey, who are you texting?
So, did I tell you guys how
Oh,
I started,
damn it.
I started a huge drama chain of events domino effect by talking on the Progressive Patriot, and my family is all fucking crumbling. And
That's fantastic.
It's collapsing upon itself.
I've never been more happy to hear something
So
than that.
I used that channel when you left, and this was not planned. I think your brain would. See, I'm sorry, I'm accusing you. I'm coming in hot, Josh.
That's fine. Come in hot.
In my opinion, I was like, oh, Josh is gonna think like I planned this out. He left, and now I'm gonna start my own channel. No, I decided to focus on mental health on the Progressive Patriot for a spell.
Yeah, your PP.
And I mentioned my very dark depressing birthday night where I put a gun without a bullet in the chamber next to my head while drinking, and so
What the fuck was he talking about?
talking about having a gun next to my head.
Word.
And so my uncle, who, you know, bless him, we love him.
Is that the tattletale?
He's in full remission. He's been struggling with cancer, and
Sounds like karma got him already.
hold the phone. But I mean,
Love your uncle, by the way.
I really love this man. I love my uncle so much. But all right, he did essentially tattletale. Like, my argument is, Uncle, why didn't you call me?
You fucking child.
If you respect me as an adult, why didn't you call me? Because he spoke to my father.
Because Eli, he doesn't respect you. That's
I
why.
took it. I was like, on this, the
He
day
don't
of my daughter's
fucking
wedding.
respect you, yeah.
You know? And I'm like, what, are you still sour about the horse's head I left on your fucking lap? Come on, grow
No
up.
one likes sour grapes.
Sour grapes are an acquired taste, sir.
Yes.
But no, you're right about that. So, you know, he reached my father. He told my other uncle, and all of a sudden, you know, my father, you know, I pay my fair share. All right, that's important to mention. And he's all of a sudden one morning he's walking in, and I'm right as rain. I'm all positive after the negativity I went through and pulled myself up by the bootstraps. He's like, "Look, I'm just gonna ask you. All right, listen, son. Would you give me your gun so I can have it in a safe place?" I'm like, "I am not surrendering my firearm, sir. What is this? What is going on?" And then I went down the rabbit hole, and it all got convoluted, and you know,
Eli looked at his dad and said, "You're gonna have to pry it from my cold, dead hands."
I wanted to
He
come
Charles
at
Heston
him.
in his ass.
I wanted to get a little more extreme, be like, "You don't come in here in our house where I help pay the mortgage."
Yeah, you sit there. You say, "This is a Second Amendment bedroom."
That's what I'm saying.
Second Amendment house, motherfucker.
Yeah, semantics.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, after pacifying my other uncle, the youngest one, where he understood me and he relayed to the other
Pacifying by just going, shh, 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 you know, putting one finger up to his lips and saying, shh, shh, shh.
His dad comes
wish
in
it
and
were
he's
that
like,
easy.
he's like, son, we actually passed a weapons ban in this house. You have to turn it
What?
over.
But that's what I'm saying. But this bedroom right here is a sovereign nation. You don't control what this bedroom has.
My bedroom is my bedroom and my floor
Correct.
room. Those are my bitches.
You have that whole, you occupy that whole space. Whatever goes in that space is your space.
Whatever happens in that space stays in that
Father
space.
or not, the rules are the rules,
And
man.
the Constitution.
Father comes here and tries to take my guns?
Yeah, dude.
It's a fucking war. It's civil war right now.
So, all right, I completely made my uncle understand, not the tattletale, made him comfortable when he heard me out about how I'm in a much better place, because he knew me when my days weren't so normal.
Now, what do you mean by made him comfortable? It feels like
just
like
had
a
to
mafia move where you beat his legs until he can't walk anymore.
Had I had
we
the
made him
option.
comfortable, you know.
Had I had no, I just I'm
him out.
I'm a reasonable gentleman, and I was able to
We
explain
came to an agreement.
that my mental illness, which I question the validity of it. I know I have mania that goes up and down. We've seen it here. Just like the way I came in today, like, stop texting, motherfucker. And if I say you were laughing at something, and I said you were laughing at it.
He's like, let's just say he's not in remission anymore.
But
what does that mean?
No, so I can't make it any more clear. Like, we had a great conversation to where he understood and respected my position. I'm the only person in my family that owns a firearm. Very liberal family. So,
You gotta respect my position when I'm in
Respect my
remission!
Ah!
Remission!
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, he saved the day.
Boom.
So, and in the end, like, when I was getting this new pwn, the tattletale uncle, who I love till the end of the world, texts my father, look, I don't have the energy. I'm going to pull the,
pull the plug.
no, he's not on
Oh.
the, just like, he's pulling the, I have been suffering and I'm better now, but I don't have the energy to talk to your son. I understand your son, my nephew said I should have spoke to him, and I just don't have the energy. And I was like, all right,
Don't have the
we
energy
never
to
have
talk to you.
that uncle and my aunt, his wife, are the hardest people to debate. They are the most liberal. Like, even if you present them with facts, it's like, no, you got that wrong somehow. So that's essentially what I got to deal with there.
It's that is such a constant. Like, I have that with friends, I have that with family, and just hold that thought, like, hold that right up there while I go sidetrack just a little bit, and we'll go right back up to that.
Are you gonna piggyback off of it?
We're gonna piggyback, but we're gonna fucking go through a little tunnel first.
Okay.
Because today, while on YouTube, they YouTube recommended
Oh shit.
me more progressive Patriot videos,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, let me just pretend as if I don't know who the progressive Patriot is, and just take a journey down the channel of unlimited potential.
I have had that
as
account.
I see it.
I've had that account since 1999, I think.
He's not lying. Let me
And-
tell you, when I say he had that account for a while.
There's a lot of odd stuff there that I've perhaps forgotten.
Preach, brother. Preach.
Oh,
yeah,
you're gonna remember
I-
it soon. Don't worry.
Oh, is that-
More poignant ones, though. There's no need to go over everyone's. Like, I can play some bad demos of some of my songs that we can sit
Sure.
there and, like, but there sometimes, every now and again, there's a good gem, whether it be on purpose or not, or
something insightful,
or at your
shows
expense or
growth,
not.
Or
Right.
Don't show the one where I had my first period, please. That was an uncomfortable place for me.
We'll cross that one off the list then. Go
Yeah.
ahead and
Confusing
get that
time.
one off there. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You
I
were
was like,
transitioning.
Mom, why is this bleeding?
I saw myself at a crossroads because I was like, here's a friend of mine. I don't want to go down, because I know if I go down this journey, I'm going to treat it like any other YouTube journey I would go down. If something
Josh, you can go down
suits
on me
my
anytime
fancy,
you wish.
I would love to. If something suits my fancy, I'm like, I got to talk about this on the show. And God forbid
I knew-
something embarrassing about my friend.
I knew this day would
that I
come.
would have to bring up on the show. I don't want to do that. Do I look like the guy who wants to do that?
Absolutely.
No, I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm,
But I'd figured I'd make a better balance of it, because one of the first videos I saw was something that we'll go ahead and loop back up to that one thing I told you to hold up here. Okay,
All right.
not a Joe Biden moment.
I used to be anti-gun. I used to be fully like lefty. Oh God, I remember those red glasses. I miss those.
You remember those red glasses?
I do. That's me in my old trailer park home.
Boy, oh boy.
I had to use the entire living room and wait till everybody was not home. I think my illegal immigrant aunt was staying with us at the time.
There's no need for all that information.
She's legal now.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, she married somebody. My neighbor.
I think this is what, number one, I would love to know what 10 years ago Eli thought about what he just said right now. Let's let him speak for himself.
Oh Christ.
Let's let him speak for himself, because I think you were just watching some some Lautner guy. I'm not sure, but we need to start at 154. So don't worry about this first few seconds here.
Mr. Lautner in Ohio is a Republican, and he's quitting.
Here we go.
Because he is sick and tired of Republicans and Democrats not being able to play nice. He said like 18 years ago, the no-brainers, like, simple things like student loans and transportation, Democrats and Republicans would at least be able to agree on what they would call a no-brainer.
Oh my God,
without fucking bickering. But he's leaving now because it's become so just, you're either left or right. It's become so extreme that they can't even get what used to be a no-brainer on the table solved.
I remember.
They can't even figure out the most minute detail. These are the people that are supposed to be helping this country by serving our country. How can they fucking do that if they have this mentality that they're on Team A and they're verse, not working with, not playing with, they're verse Team B? He said something in the footage that I was watching that I'll try to quote as best as possible. Alright, he's standing there and he said, I would like us in the red jerseys to take these off, and those over there in the blue jerseys take those off and put on the red, white, and blue jerseys. It sounds very poetic and beautiful, but you know what? There is meaning to what he's saying. This two-party system bullshit that is pitting us, the Americans, against one another, the rich versus the poor, the average Joe.
Am I whacking off?
Sorry, I stopped because I'm looking at the time.
It would have been better if you were whacking off. Just like, dude, what I'm saying is so spot on right now. Just stroking that chicken. Because, I mean...
This is trippy.
It's white Morpheus.
I remember this specific case. There was a guy that was so used to getting shit done that they all knew that... What did I miss? I missed the joke.
White Morpheus.
Yes, I saw that. Bert, that's the MVP comment of the day. White Morpheus live forever. But yeah, no, it was a career politician that was just used to getting the bare minimum done. Like something like, yeah, transportation for kids, let's just get it done. No, they would not work together. They couldn't because how divided they were, and the fucking man quit. That was like a very early part in my journey of getting politically active.
And this is 2012.
Yeah. Jesus
Sorry, I stopped
Christ.
because I'm looking at the time. Like I said, I'm not used to this shit. The average Joe versus, fucking John Smith up there making way more money than us. That is, unfortunately...
Oh, I had notes back then.
An illusion that has been put into us, into our minds by, I suppose, the media, by the culture that we were raised in, that we have to be on one side or the other.
Fantastic. I applaud that because, hey,
consistency, huh?
Consistency is what we champion here.
I feel like this is Eli. This is your life.
My only recommendation is just that everything would have been fucking spot on if you didn't have those fucking red glasses on.
Dude, I miss them sons of bitches there somewhere.
No,
in the new
you don't
house.
miss them. You've lost them on purpose.
He wears them like every day when he goes home.
Yeah, he goes home and he goes,
puts them on.
I'm gonna get another pair of red glasses. All right, I remember
should, please.
I stole those from the Ren Fair.
Yeah, you should have left them there.
No, how dare
I wish they stole you.
I would have I had an opportunity to run away with the Ren Fair. I remember.
Why didn't you take it? What were you gonna be like? What was the offer?
Pretty much be a gypsy, man. We were gonna take ecstasy every night, get paid to go. To
right,
be a
like what was your
guardsman,
Okay.
I was dressed up. Did it for three days,
Just
3
tripping
nights.
your balls off, guarding the fake.
Dude, it is a
Ren
fucking
Queen.
It's a fucking orgy.
May I touch you right now? I'm so fucking hot. Do you have some water?
The queen was a MILF, but dude,
no, I'm saying like just like random people coming up, you just want to touch them because you're on ecstasy. Like, can I touch you?
Oh, that happens a lot when the lights go down or when it's dark outside and we're all in the tents, we're all high on E. Whew, man, you need to check the Ren Fair.
That sounds so sweaty, doesn't it?
After hours, dude, with all the women.
Ecstasy intense at the Ren Fair sounds so uncomfortably sweaty.
I know it sounds.
It's not even.
It sounds intense, don't it? Huh?
No donuts about it. It just sounds so sweaty.
I mean,
it just sounds like people just like constantly taking water breaks. Sounds like there's a water cooler, like it's a football game.
I didn't mind
water break.
He's talking about 5 hobos, a jar of old mustard in the back seat of a Prius.
Old Mustard was my rap name.
Old
remember
Mustard.
that.
Yeah.
Word.
Yep. So that began my progressive patriot emotional roller coaster. Something else you said that was poignant too. Before we get into what really began the emotional roller coaster.
I remember there's like I have clearly just changed a lot, or you can call it evolved, because I remember I made a video where oh my god,
We may have watched this one.
where I attack Trumpers at the rally.
This is the one where you attack YouTube. And maybe rightfully so, because guess what YouTube's doing right now?
Censorship.
Fucking shit up again.
Yeah, all right.
So
I don't
here's Eli raging. I think we might have did
is this
this
the
one.
Niam raging one?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This is one. I think we did this with Adam
This
back
is
in
my
like the
vote-
stuck in the middle, like early fucking aughts.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think we finished it or whatever, but yeah, I remember this.
Well, you're gonna,
This is my most viewed one, actually.
buddy. You're never gonna forget it now.
I had an early lesson in YouTube back at this time. I learned if you're angry, people pay more attention. And look at how the algorithm story just broke, right?
Right.
The whistleblower.
The whistleblower. So here's Eli angry
The plant.
at the boob tube.
Okay, this video.
Same Eli face, by the way. Like
Look
waiting,
Look at my
like
beautiful head of hair.
that waiting for the stream to go live is the same Eli face waiting like just fucking
looks
piece of
pissed.
shit. Yeah, I know. It's just like he's like I'm waiting for the circle to fucking.
That kind of
go.
looks like a mugshot pic. Like you'll see that up at the
Yeah.
post office or something.
that's
like
expunged.
wanted, you know,
That's
$10,000
expunged and-
reward for Brian Laundry.
Yeah, like it looks like a picture he sent to the police himself. Like you're never gonna catch me.
No.
You know, like
I'm going to add and just
top
like
Brian
that.
Laundry, everything he knows.
Eli Laundry right here.
I'm not comfortable with this. All right, go on.
I'm not either.
Okay, this video is for the sole purpose of me raging because I didn't know about this stupid little 15-minute fucking rule, and I had the perfect,
Christ.
just one of the few finally perfect fucking videos where I didn't stutter or pause or anything. I even wrote little fucking talking points.
I don't think I had puberty at this
And-
point.
You didn't.
I said everything
you
so
kinda did.
eloquently and beautifully.
Eloquently.
And now I just want to say, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. I'm so fucking pissed at you. I hope I just wish I could give you a fucking soul so I could hurt your feelings and then kill you, take your soul, put it back in through your fucking a-hole,
Okay.
and then just curb stomp you like fucking American History X. Fuck you, YouTube. But anyway, my video was about healthcare. and
This is your
religion.
Don Rickles moment.
So, obviously, since that's not happening today, I think I'll just leave it on this positive note. Fuck you! Fuck! Ah! Third fucking time I've tried to upload a fucking video. I'm losing my fucking voice.
The misdirection. The misdirect. Oh no, but seriously, this was about fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah,
The anger was very fun. Like I just, I went on a vacation for about 4 days, didn't smoke any flower. Okay. Today, I sat back and I smoked a heavy set of flower.
Okay.
And then I went down the YouTube Progressive Patriot rabbit hole, and I'm just like, whoa, fucking glued to this shit. And then I got to your political beginnings, to what got you, to what got your D hard. You know what I mean?
Progressive
Fuck
Patriot
yeah.
origin story is what it is.
This is when my fucking name was the Evil Kid 1.
The evil kid won.
I didn't make the Progressive Patriot.
Dear Trump.
This is when
Shit.
Eli
Oh, God.
fucking hated
Trump.
blindly hated. No. Trump supporters.
Oh, yes.
This is not even about Trump. This is about the people who supported him. This is about a good majority of our audience right now. No, joke.
This was when I believed the media
Yes.
entirely.
I saw the change too. I saw
and I credit
it in
this
the
show
videos.
a lot. Like, that's a pride.
I mean, no. At the end of 2016, like before you kind of signed off, you started to notice some things like that Trump was saying about Hillary that were spot on.
Yeah,
and,
you're right,
You
you're
know,
right.
you did make some mention. And that's what I'm saying. It was an emotional roller coaster because I saw the end. Or I saw the beginning of the end,
You saw the
which would
prequel.
overlap into the beginning of this kind, so to speak.
as
you know
long
what
as
I
you
mean?
don't show any voiceover work.
No, that's coming
What?
soon. I'm giving you some nice
Oh, I thought we okay.
applause right now.
I
But
thought we agreed.
Eli does voiceover work. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. But let's stay on topic here. This is his message to all the Trump supporters out there. And then, mind you, this is from February 2016.
Oh God.
Dear Trump supporters, I want to just congratulate you all
Look at that Junos.
to let each and every single one of you, even you, I just wanted to congratulate you guys on being the absolute most uneducated, disgusting people on this planet. Like, seriously, congratulations. Not even just in this country, but on the entirety of this planet. You guys are the most.
You're so
the
mad.
stupidest people of this earth.
Fueled by the media.
So, you know,
But
go Trump. Go you
Look
know,
how angry you are.
the collective stupidity that is all of you gets your way. We're going down. Trump only knows how to line his own pockets.
Damn.
He's just in it for him and his ego.
That's
He
it.
does not care about you. He taunts the fact
This is
that
when I was a
he
Bernie
gets
supporter.
the
He was.
uneducated vote, and he loves it and laughs at it.
Do you agree with has your mind changed at all from what this gentleman is saying
Oh Jesus, yeah, it's a full
about
fucking 180.
T, Mr. T? I pity the fool.
I mean, I've become a supporter. I just didn't have the fucking sand to vote for him because I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Well, at that
time.
moment, it wasn't
with
your
like
guy.
the last fucking opportunity where it was either Biden or Trump. I went
Oh,
third
that one.
party. So, but
I
I
don't
feel
blame
like
you.
honestly,
I didn't vote.
I should have
myself.
voted for
Me
Trump.
too. I feel
really
a little
that
guilty
way.
for it.
But I went third party because consistency mattered, and I felt like I was so progressive that I wasn't allowed to vote for Trump. But then I broke through that mold.
It's like that hindsight thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Trump would have won, you wouldn't have beaten yourself up. Like, no. You really think, oh, had we have voted for him, it
Yeah,
would have
nah,
changed the outcome. It's like,
I mean,
not really. It's
some
like,
could say even if everybody
as much as you like Trump, as much as we like Trump, I can't speak for Cranston, but there is a part of, somebody looking at politics like, wow, this guy isn't necessarily the right fit for politics. Whether the right fit is good or bad, that's not I'm not one to judge that, especially beforehand. Seeing what Trump did after the fact, I feel a little more freely to speak like, okay, it was a better fit than I thought too. You know what I mean? So I think there was the right amount of hesitancy because you didn't want to be completely like, fuck it, we're throwing the wrench in right now. Like there was a hope.
There was still a couple of things.
Not to say Trump didn't give hope, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. Like I did do a 180 from this man to where I'm at, but there were still some slight policy issues that I couldn't overlook when it came to the environment and that are still progressive by nature on paper. But I'd vote for Trump over Biden any fucking day of the week. But I did not.
This one was one of my favorites.
I'm making a video reaction
This
to
construction
the
is-
Nevada loss that
So there doesn't really seem to be
our
pause it real
Bernie
quick.
supporters
There doesn't seem to be any kind of organization.
had to swallow.
I know they do it every 4 years.
You had to swallow something.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted.
This was construction, Eli, but I remember a very passionate Trump supporter did respond to one of these videos, and told me to get back on my medication. He did.
I would just like to point this out, though. This is very interesting. I don't know if you've noticed this, but let's watch the video play out, and maybe you'll pick it up, maybe you won't.
I'm making
And it's only the
video
first 24
reaction
seconds.
to the Nevada loss that
So there doesn't really seem to be
our
any
Bernie
process to this.
supporters
There doesn't seem to be any kind of organization.
had to swallow.
I know they do it every 4 years.
So,
but it looks like they
this
do it
is
every 4
by
years.
what my fucking
That's the trend
dumbass,
of the caucus
hardline
right there.
Republican
That's how
friends like to call
Oh damn.
That's literally how they do it.
extreme
Anybody
liberal
can just-
bias the Young Turks.
They jack-
Oh shit.
So, this
That to me that was just hilarious. Like that's all I
was a
wanted
big
to
fan
see.
back then.
Yeah, this is what my Republican friends called extreme media bias.
God damn. Well,
Stupid idiots.
See, I'd never say shit like this.
They think they're so right about that.
Yeah, that whole condescension that we still see in some of our friends. I'm glad that I evolved past that.
But what's also interesting too is the video you're watching. Let's turn this down because I didn't realize. When you listen to it on the phone, I don't hear a lot of the background noise as much as we're hearing right now. So I didn't realize it was that overpowering your voice, just because like maybe it's just like because of our headphones. So I don't want to keep playing it. But if you notice, like that was the part I wanted to play. But the guy on the Young Turks talking right now is Jimmy Dore.
Yeah, man.
How crazy
Well,
is it that you know he's no longer at the Young Turks?
Yeah. For the same reasons I am no longer watching them.
Right. You're no longer defending like my Republican friends thinks they're
that whole
liberal biased.
That whole mindset was so liberating to break when I realized I could just look at everybody just individually. I didn't have to.
You always wanted to,
them.
like from 2012, and I guarantee you even before, like you always wanted to. Like people, I don't feel like naturally we want to group people into things all the time. There are instances when we stereotype situations for our protection and stuff like that left over from evolution, but to always identify as a group, because it was weird at one point you were like hating on the two-party system so much that you were a group of Bernie supporters, and it's like this ideology of like being what's the word? Upholdent.
I was beholden to
a certain side. Yet
yes,
here you were
strongly, yes.
For Bernie being like, I thought that was an interesting juxtaposition. But then as that grew on, you saw what Bernie did, and you even made mention that he said vote for Hillary, but on the Bernie page down at the way bottom it said vote for the Green Party.
Yes. I was proud of Bernie Sanders and his team for doing that. They toted the party line, but they still did that little rebellious act and said, yeah, we're saying vote for Hillary, but you should really vote for anybody but Hillary. Fucking fuck. Okay.
Now, I don't know if we want to keep going down this whole rabbit hole here, but Eli, I had no idea you were a voice-over actor.
I'm nervous about this because I only remember one, and I was drunk, and it's obvious I was drunk. And if it's the video game I think it was, I muted the game and added my own voice to be like, I did a terrible Trump impression and tried to talk about Ivanka. Oh Christ! This is the most embarrassing thing.
You titled it. Eli titled it. Trump caught talking to his KKK staff.
Oh my God! Wow.
That's what you titled it.
Damn.
You were looking for that shock headline.
I think so.
No.
Yeah.
You think maybe?
Yeah, just a bit.
Well, maybe not.
So, I mean, I hope everybody...
Cool Kids Club was KKK.
On here has just seen I've grown quite a bit, okay?
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. And this is not to...
oh, yeah, it is just cause, just like I thought.
That's a good call. I had no idea. And, this is where I felt weird about bringing this up, because I'm not trying to poke fun at you, but it just is funny.
Dude, this show has made me more comfortable with things I probably shouldn't be comfortable with. By the way, Ricardo, I found your Facebook, dude. Got to friend you on the Eli thing. On my Eli channel one. I think we're friended through Stuck in the Middle. Much love for the support there. Much love to all of you, by the way. All right, here we go.
Now, this is
silly.
When I say high quality, every letter I mean 100%. HIGH, and however the fuck you spell quality. That's 100% all the way.
Yeah, no.
I only started with a small loan of $5 million.
Now, one of the first immersion points of this video is the fact that the general is so angry he's whispering.
Yeah, well,
he's pounding outside and he's whispering.
I lived in a trailer. It was late at night. I didn't want to wake up.
Very, very, very immersive for an outside daytime scene.
You're welcome.
Yes, no,
I know. We're grateful for that.
I'm learning. Right now, this is called taking class.
You goddamn right.
Yes. Everybody, write down your notes.
Okay.
Okay, because this is taking class on how to be. This is voice acting 101 with Eli Wieland.
Back then, sure. Yeah.
Weiland.
Now I'm Channel.
Which one was it?
Wieland is my proper.
So I said it right the first time.
He was Westerman for a while.
I was
I
Westerman.
only started with a small loan of $5 million.
Topical joke.
It doesn't
love
matter
it.
that I said it was 1 million. That's not the fucking point. God damn it.
Stupid.
Americans don't understand how hard it is.
I can't believe how easy.
This took
It's
4
like-
takes, by the way, Josh.
It's almost like watching those dancers who also sing at the same time, and you're wondering how they're not out of breath.
Yeah.
Because like you're like, and you just fucking nail a guy in the face while you're whispering, and then I just fucking keep talking, like everything is okay. It's not like, and then
Took 4 takes, Josh. I tried this 4 times to get this result.
what took 4 takes?
This fucking thing here, bro.
This?
Yep, I kept going
This
back.
is your first take,
This-
right?
no,
You threw away
this
the
was
other
the final
3?
result, dude.
This is the this is
yeah,
the
I just deleted them on the
first one?
PlayStation. This is the only one I uploaded.
this
to
is
you.
the final one.
This is the final cut. You're
Good
welcome
God.
again. Yeah, I know.
Good God.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear what that dirty Mexican rapist
I don't think he could hear you because you were whispering.
I'm whispering,
Yeah,
sir.
it's
had to
outside.
say on the TV?
Look
He
at
used
that.
the nasty F word.
So
He said
much
the F
dancing.
word. And I'm gonna sue him, and that's how we will pay for my fucking wall. Bernie Sanders is against the people's interest. They want.
You see, he was getting a little like out of character here. Like he started to get into like Eli. You know, Bernie Sanders is a really good guy.
This is propaganda.
Not fucking healthcare
It's-
or education.
Propaganda fits for Just Cause 3.
Oh, for
I
sure.
once.
What?
I like now that right there, the reveal of the lookup. Now we're talking on par with many Pixar movies. No, seriously, right there. This is perfect.
I once
That was perfect.
paid a black man
Oh boy.
What? I
to
want
shine my shoes for me.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
It was huge.
Maybe I take the
I
Pixar
tried the
thing back.
huge.
They're sweet, right?
That was sweet.
They just don't understand. I want to give everybody jobs to shine my shoes and build my walls. And when I had Trump steaks, people
Trump
were
steaks.
just not ready for Trump steaks. They were a great investment. Great.
This goes on for another 30 seconds, by the way. This is, again, good shout outs. Go follow Progressive Patriot. You can go down the rabbit hole I did. It is fantastic.
Now it's a channel about mental health, but this
Yeah,
stuff.
and we're seeing it deteriorate. Yeah, yeah, we're watching the mental health just go by the second.
4 takes to get this shit.
Okay. This must be shown, and then we can get into like hopefully our one topic or two.
Oh yeah, please. I hope so. Yes.
But while down the Progressive Patriot rabbit hole, I found an audition tape.
Oh fuck. All right. Yeah. This is.
And I would like to juxtapose firstly the final product
I really wanted that part.
to Eli's audition tape, if you don't mind right now.
By all means. I'll also mention there's another one that my friend. Oh, that's the final result right there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're going to start with this.
Okay. All right. By all
And
means.
see what your interpretation would have been.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Bear in mind.
very unfair, by
I
the way.
had no fucking idea
Right.
what they wanted, so I did my best. But here's the finished result.
So Eli was to play Brendan Dassey. This is a Making a Murderer parody, and Eli was to play Brendan Dassey.
I know. Yeah. But I wasn't even there, you know?
This is Brendan.
Everyone thinks I'm guilty now. Yeah. Even you, Bob. No.
And here comes the lines that Eli
Brendan,
was.
you know. Yeah. Ask Brendan, Bob. Brendan, did we do it? Yeah. What? No. Yeah, you know? Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Brendan, you admitted to the murder of Teresa Halbach on the tape. And we just need your written confession.
Now tell the truth.
Okay, but I didn't do nothing. I was at home playing PlayStation or watching WrestleMania.
We have evidence, okay? You tied her up.
Raped her with Steve.
Oh yeah, that's you.
You slit her throat too.
Shot her right in the head.
That is
Burned
Josh.
her body.
It was me.
Bones.
And hid the car.
I think there's one more.
So go on. Tell the truth.
Okay, about what happened that night? the lady Teresa came over to take pictures or something.
Yeah. So you kind of get the vibe of Brendan Dassey, right?
Yeah,
He's-
very reserved and quiet. And
I feel like there is an R word there, but it may not be reserved, but it does end with a D.
Okay.
And it, with the R-E too, yeah. You know, it could be close to that. And so now we have the vibe of the reserved
the
guy.
character, yeah.
Let's play Eli's audition that he sent in.
Last one I can survive through. Let's do this.
Yes, this is the last one. I mean, we all can.
I'm gonna rewatch how my libre
Alright,
piercing.
This is Eli doing the audition for you.
Pause it real quick. Pause it real quick. If you guys think it's totally cool that I should get my libre re-pierced, press 1. If you think I shouldn't, press 2.
I think the libre is cool. I like the libre.
I'm starting to miss it. All right.
I had the eyebrow pierce, but we probably forgot what Brendan Dassey was saying,
I
but
had my
just
tongue
remember
pierced.
his
his demeanor, all that, and here's
and now
me.
watch Eli's demeanor.
Oh, God,
Brendan. So I'm just gonna do a quick read through.
I just found this out today, by the way. I just stumbled upon this. I was like, oh my God, you tried out for that fucking skit?
And I had
Let's see how it goes, huh? So right now I'm head down.
Shit.
But I didn't do nothing. Playing PlayStation, watching WrestleMania. I don't know. I've been here for like 13 hours.
You look disgusted. You look disgusted, and like you're like from like New York. You're like, I didn't do nothing. What are you talking about? I didn't fucking do nothing. Like he's from like, hey, I'm from Missouri. Hey, you're like, I don't fucking do nothing.
Yeah, I'm
okay?
coming here like Tony
Get the
Soprano.
fuck out of here. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's a fugazi.
Yeah, where's the fucking gobble go? You fucking stew not. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
I want the salad with the dressing on the side. If the dressing is not on the side, I send it back.
Yeah, send it back.
On this, the day of my daughter's wedding.
I think I gotta go pee, maybe.
That's a drop. I feel like that's a drop. I think
know.
I gotta go pee, maybe.
I think I gotta go pee, maybe.
That's a deep thinker about pee.
You do look lost in thought.
Steven invited me over that night and asked if I wanted to eat frozen corn dogs by the fire.
Ay, carajo. Oh, that's me
Oh,
getting
you got hit.
Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of strange.
Trying too hard. Ah! Look at that look.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Now, in your defense, Eli, in your defense, when there's a director there, you go, whoa, hang on. Try a little more like this, try a little more like that. You know, auditions always rough because you don't know what they're looking for. But with Making a Murderer, you did have video of Brendan Dassey.
Yeah, I watched the entire thing and I took nothing away from it.
Did Brendan Dassey maybe have a New York accent?
In my mind, the
In your
Brendan
mind?
Dassey
Yeah.
of my world.
My fucking Brendan Dassey had a thick fucking New York accent.
Fuck yeah, and he had the gabagool.
Yeah, oh, the fucking guy. That's that was my journey down the dude. I had such a roller coaster of emotion trying to make the prep tonight. Just like, wow, I can understand. Eli was Bernie, and now he hates Trump, and now he likes Trump, and he's raging at YouTube, and he's preaching the same. Like I was like, well, this is all. How can I not talk about this?
I mean, I'm kind of honored, not even embarrassed, man. Like,
you shouldn't be embarrassed.
And I think it's important to see where you've grown or how you've changed. It's important to not look back, but look at where you've come from and where you're at, which is impersonating David Letterman's laugh now. That's my number one talent of the day.
It's a fantastic. I mean, I'm sorry that got a little sidetracked.
I enjoyed it, and it's unanimous. Nobody wants my libre piercing back.
Really?
Yeah, 2.
Really?
I said 1 for it back, I think, right? And 2 if you don't want it. The only people that voted said 2. That's Dux and Christina. As far as I'm concerned, the only opinions that matter, huh? No, I'm kidding, guys.
I
You're all
feel
special.
like Dux, like no matter what you'd say, she'd respond with yes. Like, hey, should I murder somebody? Yeah. Like that's somebody.
Can we test that theory?
Like that's somebody. If you ever need like a yes response, as long as you frame the question appropriately, you'll get what you're looking for.
But she said no here.
Like I don't need to, I don't need to better myself, right? Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Like, whatever positive affirmation you need,
She's
Dux
the
will
one to
give it to you. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for being a positive force.
Dux is so cool.
All
Thanks,
right,
Dux.
so let's dive right into something else because I feel a little uncomfortable.
I mean, we did in the title. There was a little bit of a discovery via Jimmy Kimmel, of all people, who hates our supreme leader. I'm sorry,
Supreme leader.
Oh shit! Did I say that out loud?
Come on, now.
Damn it!
It was almost like we almost
I'm
gave it
sorry.
all away.
Our former supreme leader. That's
Thank
my
you.
bad.
Thank you.
You got to put that former in there.
Premier.
Former
premier.
demigod. All right.
He do you remember? Well, number one, late night shows can't stop talking about this fucking guy. Like, literally, Colbert can't get the word Trump out of their mouth, even though they hate him so much. To me, it's different. If you like him, you can talk about him. But if you talk about how much you hate him, it's like, what's going on here? Seems like you're a little obsessed, right?
They are. Some of them are like struggling
Absolutely.
without Trump to like find material, so they got to like keep bringing Trump back up to like come up with material because their shit's not as good.
So much so that prime time or like Joe and Mika, whatever fucking time they go on, are still just to make the point that Zuckerberg is not popular. That of course they got to compare him to Trump of all people. Why the fuck not?
Right. And one of the biggest offenders, if you'd say, and like whatever, it's his show. He can do what he wants. It just seems too much. It's Colbert.
I used to love Colbert, man.
Yes, I know.
Goddamn.
I think a lot of us did growing up. The Colbert Report.
Before that, the Colbert Report, and before that, he was heavy into the underground, like Adult Swim animation. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
He was one of the what's the underground kids or something.
The kids with candy shit. Which
he was in
terrible.
one of those sketch comedy groups for a while. He followed Jon Stewart's Daily Show with the Colbert Report. Like, it was a funny take on kind of him being tongue-in-cheek conservative. Yeah,
and he could do no wrong. And now I can't even watch his show.
What's interesting is now he's like the opposite. Now he's like the left version of what the Colbert was.
Completely, and this is apparently his true self.
So, no matter what is brought up about Trump, he hates it. So he goes on this big, long, diatribe about there's this book coming out, and he pledges to sabotage all the book sales because there's a lot of former Trump aides coming. Yeah, I mean,
petty
his
shit,
point,
dude.
His point is like, listen, you guys knew this was a shit show from day one. How dare you try to make money on it now? Which, if you agree with that, that's a logical point of view. But we all know that there was a lot of misinformation during Trump's presidency and stuff like that. So you can't really call it, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of in the middle.
And we just literally had an example of yours truly totally buying that misinformation back in the day, which made an artificial version of me that thought I was being sincere. I was just led astray.
And listen to how Colbert, like during his monologue, he says it like this about the Tonight Show's spot. He says, full disclosure, this show right here is the #1 place in late night to push paper. You see how he had to add to push paper because Greg Gutfeld's fucking Fox show is crushing in the late night ratings? Like, literally, Greg Gutfeld's show, Gutfeld, is beating Jimmy Kimmel, is beating Stephen Colbert, it's beating whoever else, the other, James Corden.
I'll be honest, I don't know who that is. I hate James Corden. I hate all the people you've just named pretty much.
Oh, yeah, well, Greg Gutfeld was, I think he hosted Red Eye for the longest time on Fox.
Is he political?
He's a comedian, yeah, he's just think of him like another version of like a Jimmy Kimmel, but like better. Another version of Stephen Colbert, but better in the sense where like he actually makes jokes that are funny, that are edgy.
Does he have any sort of bias or rhetoric to one side or the other?
I mean,
or is he
as much as they all? I don't know. Not as much as they all do, but as much as one. I mean, he's on Fox, so take it with what you will with that.
I'm gonna run my assumptions
and not like, your local Fox channel. It's like Fox, Fox News.
Uh-huh.
But
got you.
It's beating all your other late night shows because, as you're saying, they kind of got nothing. They're kind of,
Right.
what can we talk about? Like when you can't make fun of Trump anymore, I guess there's nothing else funny out there.
The golden goose is gone. Yeah, they're doing themselves a disservice, and they're insulting, I think, the people by thinking that's all we want to fixate on. We're all fucking over it, really. And if you catch on to that, you'll have a successful show.
Have any of you Eli, or you Cranston, have you seen Dave Chappelle's new
Not
stand-up
yet.
yet?
Is it out?
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. It's fucking great.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites ever. The dude is so prolific, and
I'm watching it
he's
tonight.
going over, like trans jokes he makes like that, and someone keeps saying, you're punching up, you're punching down, you're punching left, you're punching right. He's like, bitch, I'm punching lines, making punchlines.
That's what's up.
And it's like, that's all it is. That's all it is. Like, there is no punching up. There is no punching down.
I never liked that whole fucking... Why you punch down, bro? Because it's fucking funny, and fuck you if you don't think it is. That's your way of just saying you're offended, trying to take me down a notch. Fuck off.
Watch it. Watch it.
Oh,
It's
I will.
good. Dave Chappelle is always fucking good.
Always.
He is. I mean, there's not too many comedians who, have that last name affect. Carlin, Pryor, Chappelle. Burr, Louis C.K. still isn't really there. Even though I love him, but he doesn't have that, C.K. I guess he's one of my favorites, but I'm just saying, he doesn't have that last name where it's just it has that fucking power, and
It doesn't-
Chappelle has it all the
fuck
way.
yeah.
And he has the material.
You can vote no on this. I have a comment regarding Gutfeld. The way, it would be opposite of how you explained him. And it's from our number one fan.
Who ducks?
No, the other one.
BC.
Yeah.
What's sad is, I don't know if she remembers Red Eye, but Gutfeld literally on Red Eye had every single comedian you could think of on there. Patrice O'Neill. He had every type of political leaning person on there. So I don't know if she's just saying that because of what the media is telling her. I don't know if she just doesn't like Greg Gutfeld. I don't know what she's saying.
Do you want me to engage, or shall we move on?
Sure, just a little bit.
Okay. I'll just read the one thing. And I'll read it as it is. What's up, Lewis? Welcome. Probably ill. Greg Gutfeld is lame as fuck. I don't even care what side you're on. He's so unfunny. I'm sorry I always put you out there, Lindsay. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, because sometimes it's gold. But moving on. All right, Gutfeld.
Hang on. Well, not moving on.
I'll be looking into him myself to be the judge.
I'll pull it up. Here you go. Newsweek.com. This is from August 24th. Greg Gutfeld is the king of late night as his Fox News show beats Colbert, Kimmel. I can't even talk right now.
I never
Kimmel,
even heard his
Fallon.
name, Gutfeld.
Fallon.
Yeah, he beats them all.
I can't believe you guys never heard of him.
I think once you surrender to the mainstream, you
I've
don't.
never heard of them, and I think all the other ones are terrible. And I never watch any
that's
of
where
them.
I'm at. Grant and I are completely
And I wouldn't watch
aligned.
him either if I knew who he was.
Greg
I don't like that kind of shows.
Well, it's even worse, so to speak, because he's all political because of what it's on. So it's, there is some entertainment aspects to it.
bear that in mind.
And by far, Fox has a wide variety of people on there all the fucking time, whereas other people just have similar
echo chamber shit.
echo chambers on there.
Yes.
I'll
give it that.
You got to give credit where credit is due, and some people just don't like Fox because of what they're told not to
I was
like.
programmed to never give them any credibility.
Well, it's called the Fox News fallacy. Are you aware of that? Whatever
I've been
Fox News
seeing
says
that
must be
recently in the.
It's legit.
I'm getting tired, dude. Can we just eliminate gaslighting too? I know it's a thing, but come on, I'm just done with these fucking words.
The only way to eliminate it is to recognize it when it's happening and to call it out and to either engage with it or not engage with it. But if you don't know when it, you just need to be informed on it when it's happening. That's all. That's why you got to keep up with what's going on. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
As much as you can.
Just a lot of these fucking terms, man. I'm just getting sick and tired of these. Some made up words to express being offended. Fuck off. Grow up. Grow a pair.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel is going to be offended because he literally just did the opposite of what his shtick is. He just proved the media was lying about Trump back in the day when Trump said, I'm losing money being president.
Yeah, I remember he had a grand old time with that.
He had a grand old time. Trump, let's see. In 2019, I'll pull up some of these arguments right here. Like this is from Reuters. Make sure we got the. Okay, it's up.
It's not Reuters. It's not uterus.
I think it's Reuters. I don't fucking know.
Okay. All right,
shit.
all right.
Shit. If I know.
I should have Snopes come in and let us know if it's factual or not. Or
here you go. U.S. President Donald Trump said on Monday that being president has cost him between $2 billion and $5 billion that he would have made if he continued running his business instead of getting into politics. A claim unsupported by evidence. Here's another one. This is by The Hill. And The Hill actually did a good job because they didn't really put an opinion in there, but they just do put in quotes, Trump claims he loses massive amount of money being president. Again, they didn't put their opinion there. NBC News.
So it's corroborated. They all do their diligence.
Hill did the best. The Hill always does the best, in my opinion. Trump says he's losing as much as $5 billion being president. And then right here, it says, during a visit to the Pennsylvania factory, the president claimed without evidence that he was losing money while in office. So fast forward to today. These are all from about 2019. Fast forward to today.
To Kimball's whatever the botch job was.
The botch job. And it's inadvertent. It's very on the DL because I didn't hear about this article release until I heard it from Kimmel, until I was browsing Huffington Post.
Okay.
You, as I was telling you, you kind of heard it.
Yes.
You were like, oh yeah, you know, he didn't make this list. So in Kimmel's monologue, he makes reference that Trump is no longer on what the top 25 wealthiest people list.
That's correct. Forbes, I just saw this today and yesterday that Trump, for the first time, did not make it to the world's wealthiest 25, whatever. They have a list of 25 world's wealthiest people on Forbes, and he was not, for the first time, on the list.
And he laughed at that. Like, he made a few good jokes, and to me, that's proof right there that you just confirmed that, there you go, I was losing money while I was president. I haven't even been out a year yet, and I'm not, I don't know, what number was he in list prior? Do we know?
I cannot recall, but
let's see. I'll see if I can find it, if you have something to say while I look up this.
Okay, well, fine, since we have the time, oh, can you do an Andrew Dice Clay impression, per chance?
Not on the spot now.
Okay, all right. Now there's too much. Okay,
Little boy blue. No, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
This guy's got talent.
I gotta hear it. That's all. I gotta hear it for a second.
You guys want to see him get really uncomfortable? Josh, I think you're so
Shut
talented.
the fuck up.
Oh my god, dude! I saw your Florida Man skit, dude. When is it gonna be a movie? You are brilliant. Oh my god, the directing. He muted me.
Yeah, keep talking,
if
buddy.
you want to get Josh uncomfortable, all you gotta do is play it positive, kill him with kindness, and he'll just shut down.
Just stop.
It's as a result, you know, like I told you, him and his father, they don't express affection. They punch each other and convince each other that the harder you punch, that's as much as I love you, son.
I think my dad's gonna punch you next time he sees you. He's like, "What? Does this guy really think that's how we do it?" I'm like, well, but that is how we do it.
I saw it with my own eyes on the 4th of July.
I'm like, but that is how we do it.
Sir.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Hey, you know, you Irish.
Let's see. So, here, okay. Trump allegedly lied about his wealth to get on the Forbes 400 list in the 1980s. That's from 2018. It's going to be hard to find the article right now, but
yeah.
One of the articles I did pull up has it in there. I just don't want to search for it at the moment, but I'd be interested to see how far he fell. You know, if he was 25 and then fell out, I'm like, okay, well, maybe. But if your number... You know, if you're the top 10 and you fell past 25, that just doesn't happen in 8 months. That happens over a period of time because you're not doing this business anymore. You had to slow that one down. It's accumulative. It's not just like instant.
I want to,
especially wealth like
that.
The
last comment, because I feel like I've read too many from this person already, but I want to promise, for the sake of just always seeking the truth, pursuing the truth. And I have been bringing up the Pandora Papers a lot, personally and behind the scenes. I mentioned it yesterday on the show, so we didn't find a spot for it, but I do believe that it's a giant bombshell. It's not a shocker. Like, oh my God, yes, the wealthy, the wealthiest, the most elite celebrities, the religious, like pastors and drug dealers, politicians.
330 current and former politicians identified as beneficiaries.
Yes, and this was all to evade taxes, utilize loopholes. Now, what I need to do.
600 journalists from 150 media outlets in 117 countries.
This, like, I am, Shadow Man from Voice of the People reached out to me, sent me a meme because I'm proud to learn because I didn't think he'd watch the show, and he was like, "Isn't it crazy how people like downplayed the Panama Papers and they're downplaying the Pandora Papers now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, you saw I brought it up." So Lindsay, I'm not sure if you're being truthful or facetious, but she says Trump sure did make it to the Pandora Papers, though. Am I right? If that's true. Which I wouldn't be surprised, then accountability and consistency, I will
tell you right now, I guarantee you any rich person who makes over a certain amount of dollar point, I don't know what that point is, but they're probably on that list because it probably all has something to do with not paying taxes and putting your money over shores and stuff like that. So I think I said the same thing like last night. It's not like, oh, there's a surprise.
Yeah, not a shocker.
But people are, money offshore. It's not a shocker. And
I made it clear why it pisses me off.
If it's not illegal and it was you, like, are we, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I don't know if it's tax evasion, if it's legal and they're all getting away with it, if it's offshore money. Like, there must be some. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, if it was available and a lawyer told you, hey, we could possibly save you, some of your money, are you going to sit there and argue with them?
I think what I find to be so hilarious, ironic, and what pisses me off about this is, at least when it comes to the politicians, they're the ones that are sitting there as leading by example, and like, pay your taxes, play the game, work the system the way it's designed, but, do as I say, not as I do, while I evade taxes. While I impose them on you people, and I left all the way to my Swedish bank or in the Cayman Islands. Ha ha ha.
It's all those career politicians. It's not like your AOCs yet. It's not, some of those yet. It's more the ones that have been in there for fucking decades. Your Nancy Pelosi's and the like. McConnell's and the like, yes.
It's true, but it's mostly info left over from the Panama Papers. I mean, Trump admits he evades taxes legally. Yeah, he did. And I actually, it's a weird paradigm, not paradigm,
is it his fault or is it not? If you want it's almost like saying, well, like, why don't you take some of your money and donate it to charity? It's like, well, it's not. He's just working within what the law says. You should be mad at the law. Hate the game, not the player, so to speak. You know what I mean?
I apply that, yeah, and on both fronts. Do you have any thought on the matter because you know more of the logistics legally?
I'm not sure that it is legal, but I'd have to do more research on it.
Yeah, and I'm going to make it a point.
I mean, there must be a loophole there somewhere if,
Do you know anything
if this
about
has been going on?
Well, a lot of the people that I saw in the thing where it was not in this country, but I'm not sure how legal it really is in this country.
I think that's why it's being reported so heavily. Do you remember the Panama Papers?
I don't.
Really? All right, so I can't give a refresher course, but I mentioned this last night, and it's important. All of my heroes in journalism have ended up fucking dead. So I forget
Gary
his name.
Webb.
Gary Webb, shot in the head twice, suicide, and I saw the fucking autopsy picture. And then the woman that broke the Panama Papers scandal, 2017, her car explodes.
Well, Gary Webb was the one from the crack who reported on the crack epidemic.
He made the connection.
Freeway Ricky Ross.
It was we were feeding the proxy war with I don't know, some other Middle Eastern country or the Chechens.
Well, it was
and we were supplying drug dealers with their fucking product.
It was South America.
The Iran-Contra.
The cocaine thing was fucking anti-communist in South America.
It was like
Gary Webb and all that.
Yeah, it was like the Iran-Contra thing.
Just
what's going on with the cocaine?
One
we were trading them fucking weapons for. It was during that it was like proxy war shit.
Yeah, we were funding the army that was resisting the communists there. And what was beautiful, I think, the government had a great fucking game without any chinks in the armor. They were funding the drug dealers. Once the job was done, they couldn't legally claim anything that they owned, their mansions, their cars. So they'd come and be like, all right, we're taking our shit, and there's nothing you could do about it in court. So they just take all their fucking boats and all their houses and shit. And that's what Gary Webb was reporting, which led him to how the CIA was funding and giving crack to the drug dealers.
Well, he was reporting on it was originally because Ronald Reagan wanted to give money to the anti-communists in South America, and Congress said no.
He was the source.
Instead of, since he went around it because Congress wouldn't give him the money, so the way they went around it was having the CIA traffic cocaine into South Central Los Angeles, which ended up becoming the crack epidemic that fucked over 3 generations of Americans.
Correct.
The drug user, the fucking kid,
the communities,
and the fucking grandparent, because the grandparent would have to take care of the baby when the fucking parent would OD or whatever, and it would ruin 3 generations of fucking American families because of that.
They're still reeling.
And then later they ended up exposing them in Congress, and they had hearings about it and everything, but it never really made the news because President Clinton got a blowjob while he was in office.
So it got buried.
So that ended up on the front page of the fucking papers and the news, and like that fucking CIA hearings got like pushed back to page fucking 35.
Yeah, that was during the Iran Contra thing. That's where all the cocaine came from.
I really wish
it came from South America.
Right here, look up, just right there. I mean, this happened during the Iran Contra.
Yeah, Nicaragua.
Affair. Yeah,
Nicaragua. You're saying Iranian. You're saying Iran.
That's the name of the affair. It's the Iran Contra affair. That's where I'm saying this originated. I'm not telling you where the cocaine came from.
Okay.
I'm not debating where cocaine's grown. I'm just saying this happened during the Iran Contra affair.
And yeah, the source was fucking Reagan, and the powers that be all fell in line, and god damn it. I wish the people, instead of jumping on the sensationalism of shit like Monica Lewinsky, or what do we have right now that's like salacious, like, all right, Gary, Gabby Petito was something that is something that warrants everybody's attention, but that's been out in lieu of what? What was else going on? The Epstein shit, COVID. I mean, we're in a time where just it seems like they're rolling them out, man. The next distraction from the bigger picture. What's up with Ghislaine Maxwell, by the way? I have no fucking clue because I haven't heard a goddamn report about it.
So, like, I'm sorry to just keep going back, but apparently we were selling guns to the Iranian government to fight what was going on in Nicaragua, anti-communist rebels in Nicaragua.
Yeah, Nicaragua, yeah.
Oh, and
sounds right.
Josh, let's give a proper welcome back to our very own Nicole Morgan. She's missed us. She's returned to us.
What up, Nicole?
We hope that you keep up with us on the daily.
Which Nicole?
Or the nightly. Nicole Morgan, you don't remember?
I'm joking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit, you're right.
Wait, which Nicole Morgan?
I forgot, actually.
Heyo.
All right.
So, a lot of it's the same kind of shit that's going on now with the fucking opioid epidemic, because the opioid epidemic is doing the same shit to 3 generations of Americans, just like the fucking crack did. You know, it's taking out the fucking drug user, and then the fucking kid has to get taken care of by the grandparents, or the grandparents and it fucks up all 3 generations, and that's what it fucking does.
You're sitting across two people that were in the midst of it. It became my life, and I got to see far too many in an open casket, sometimes closed casket, because of the opioid epidemic. And yes, I wish there would be. I wish I could feel actual restitution that these fuckers paid for what they did, but a lot of them got to just go move out of fucking country, out of state, and it's all behind them, but they ruined so many lives.
Who did?
The fucking doctors that took the cutbacks, the fucking reps that said it's not addictive, the people that would prescribe it so fucking, like, excitedly, like, oh my god, you're 18, I can give this to you, even to people that were not even fucking 18 years old. They gave me Xanax when I was fucking 16 years old. What the fuck were they thinking?
You know, trust the science, right? Do you think that there is...
Touche, by the way.
Do you think that there is a... Like, why does that happen? Was there lack of research into drugs like that? Was there
Big Pharma had
knowingly, we know this is fucking, we know we extracted fucking opiates from morphine, we know how addictive it is, but we're going to pretend like if you take it within the recommended dose, everything's going to be just fine.
Big Pharma had a hard on.
That was what, our science and doctors say, not to disregard them, but as you know, at the time until Pfizer got sued out the asshole.
All that shit is the result of letting, I guess, Big Pharma took the reins, and the FDA, even I'm seeking their approval before I get the jab. They were hand in hand with the corruption. They allowed this shit to happen, and this is the thing I'll be the most sour about until I die, because I lost over 15 years of my fucking life to being a slave and an addict and doing the worst fucking shit that I never thought I'd do, and seeing the worst shit. I'm eternally angry. I have a hatred inside of me that will never truly go away. It's cancerous. So fucking.
I'm trying to look up
There used to be, when I was in Arkansas, there used to be stories about how Bill Clinton used to always come up there to the fucking bathhouse and like fuck around with fucking his hookers and cocaine and shit while he was fucking in town. It was a small town, so like everybody knew he was fucking doing it. It was like there was no secret, like back then.
Wait, who came in town doing the what now?
Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah, no.
He was the governor of Arkansas. They were talking about, somebody in the chat talking about that. He was the governor of Arkansas back then, and that's what he used to do. He used to come up, upstate and go to the bathhouse with his hookers and his cocaine.
Yeah,
Everybody knew.
He was a fucking man whore.
It was no surprise.
Don't worry, he's cool. He wore sunglasses and played the saxophone. It's cool. Ricardo, as always, with the truth bomb. I didn't know this, to be honest. What about the bust on the fentanyl? 10 tons at the border yesterday. That shit scares the fuck out of me. I'm so grateful that fentanyl was not in the game when I was fucking playing it. I'd be so dead. Beyond dead.
Yeah, you wonder though when they bust that, like sometimes they like put in like fake loads, like they'll put in 10 tons to get busted, and while they're busting that, a bigger load is like going through while they're distracted. So you never know.
To kind of sidetrack, but keeping in line with like opiates, stuff like that. That is crazy that 10 tons was busted. But look at also too. Under this deal, like this U.S. opioid lawsuits on verge of settlements with 4 companies, July 20th, 2021. Under the deal, Johnson & Johnson would not produce opioids for at least a decade. And we know how much money
they made so much
that was making them, and they can't produce it for a decade.
I think of
what are they making now?
And the pill mills.
What are they making now that they're government funded by?
Dude, this gets me so fucking really. I'm getting upset. Because I remember the dock shop, and I remember the pill mills, the destroyed lives, man. So many people, and never really are we going to see the accountability that we want or need for closure. I considered when I was like at my wit's end, and we'll stick with alleged here, when I started to get better, I really considered going on like a Punisher manhunt. And I did a lot of research. Thankfully, I didn't go that route, allegedly.
Yes, good.
Just... Fuck, man.
It's good you don't go that route.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to kill a bunch of these motherfuckers.
How do we even get to that part?
We've been having a natural conversation, but here, improper segue time. What do we got?
I think we got to play a few videos to get I think we want to save the.
Are we doing meat and potato? Yes.
Okay, so maybe we'll save the mountain lion video for the Moray.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Moray.
Let's play a little public freakout videos, and get out of here.
Yeah, we got some treats for you guys. Spoiler alert, I haven't seen any of these.
The thing I don't like about when they do those fucking settlements, though, like with those opioid lawsuits, because they'll probably try to put gag orders and shit in them. Like,
NDAs and all that shit.
Yeah, and
dude,
I think that's fucking
I am tired
bullshit.
of the system the way it fucking plays out, bro. But
that's how it works, because if you want to get your money, you got to sign the paper that you won't fucking talk about the shit.
I hate this shit,
it's
man.
It's fucking bullshit. Those
right,
people have too much power.
We're moving on to the next. We got a Karen is no match for a Kyle.
Yeah, sometimes... Apparently, you got to fight fire with fire, and that's what Kyle does to Karen right here.
I may have seen this one. Okay, let's see.
I am doing my job.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah, I have seen.
Your
this
job
I
is
am
to be
doing
a
my
principal.
job.
Do we go here?
My job is to get you off the campus. This is a place of
that's
business.
the security's job. You're a
That is
principal.
my job.
You know what?
Get off the campus!
Oh my God! Look, I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Like I feel like we've all been at that moment before when we're trying to keep our cool.
Dude, look like Walking Dead, man. He's like,
and someone's still yelling at you.
He did go zombie right there, like 28 days later.
That's the security's job. You're a
That
principal.
is my job.
You know what?
Get off the campus!
Quit yelling at me!
Okay, all right.
Quit yelling at me.
So that's the tactic. You know what? Okay.
Has that never happened to you before? Where you're trying to keep your calm, not like saying quit yelling at me, but like where you're doing your best to keep your voice
to
calm,
stay civil, sure.
And then somebody's just they're fucking up here, and you're like, all right, bro, I'm gonna fucking match it.
Oh,
for like,
I mean, I've seen you, and yeah,
That's
we've
my
had
purse.
this.
I don't know you.
I've seen that even here in the studio, but it always made sense as to why. And yes, many a time.
Here,
sometimes losing your temper though is just necessary. Make sure it's calculated though.
I don't know how this one's gonna go over, okay? But I thought it was enjoyable, just because the guy. So this is like rally car racing. I never understood rally car racing because one guy's driving and the other guy's giving bad directions, and you're like, well, how is this ever going to work out? And it does, because you see fucking crazy rally car racings, but you always wonder how, like, you know, like how it is inside some of these rally cars when they just can't communicate with each other and they start to get mad even though they're fucking racing.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have fun with this.
Yeah, well, this guy is just he's mad at his buddy.
Fast, sharp right. Fast, sharp right. Sharp right. Sharp right. Listen.
Listen.
Sammy.
Samir.
You have to listen to my call, Sammy. Please. I beg you. Fast, medium right. You have to turn the wheel, Sammy. 40. Shut up, yeah. Fast, medium
Shut up, yeah.
Medium
50,
right?
downhill, triple caution. Triple caution.
Triple caution.
Triple caution. Stay center. Whoa. Concentrate, Sammy, please. Medium left, long. Turn in. Medium left.
Medium
left, nice.
I mean, if you thought you were gonna, yeah, I mean, like literally, like, so rally car, like you're calling out things that are coming up ahead of you. So as the navigator, you have to know your map. So you're telling the driver, medium left, hard left, you know, triple caution, meaning there's like water, hills, like there's like 3 things going on. So you have to know all that stuff. So it's just like, we're gonna die.
Yeah, if they don't get their communication on right, you know.
That's one of them where he's like, go left, and he's like left, and he's like right, and you're right.
My military left or your left?
Easy turn.
Listen, Samir.
Fast, medium left, long. In. Medium right, concentrate. Medium left.
Like,
oh my God, he almost killed a man.
Do you know when I drive with my girlfriend to Publix and I have her yelling directions at me, it never goes well. Now I'm in a race where there's a grown-ass man yelling directions at me, and he's like, and he has that same tone. Listen to me. He's all like upset, and they're like, I'm gonna fucking crash this shit. You wanna be loud? I'm gonna stop the car, and you can get the fuck out for a second if you're just how you're gonna talk to me.
I did not know Kimmy had an Indian accent when she got passionate
She
about
does.
wow.
She was born and raised in Ghana.
Oh my God, that explains the southern accent and everything.
That's why we got all our friends
and
there.
the Christianity.
One time I came over and she goes, "Good afternoon,
Clayton.
Clayton.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Clayton.
Clayton Bigsby.
Left into sharp left. You're not concentrating, Sammy. You're watching out the driving. Sammy, you have to listen, Sammy. Otherwise, it is not working, Sammy. Seriously, you are watching and driving.
Fuck you.
Easy, Sammy. Otherwise, we won't finish.
This is like a marriage.
Easy, Sammy.
Like what if Sammy was just literally like kind of like on his phone driving with one hand? You know what I mean? Like you are literally not paying attention and driving, Samir.
That would be amusing.
That'd be fantastic. Oh no, like that really brought me a lot of joy just seeing like the directions guy being so upset at the guy driving. It's like this was never going to work in the first place.
To me, this is an analogy of like a marriage gone wrong
He's
or
like,
right. For that
Samir,
matter.
you're going to get us killed, you stupid.
Yeah, we've had MapQuest for Lord knows how long. We finally have phones that have GPS. Buddy is no longer of use. He's just a pain in my ass now. Samir's just trying to drive and have a good time. He has Bummer Mir just sitting there just telling him how he's not driving good.
So would the solution to be to remove the guy that's screaming all the directions?
Open the door, make a sharp right turn, and watch him just roll the fuck out.
All right, that's where
and
we
tell him, watch where you're going, buddy.
Yeah,
you know,
roll hard left, roll while you're on the floor. Yes,
tuck and roll, tuck and roll. You know, all that good stuff.
Oh, that's all we. All right. So we've got another one of the books, boys. By the way, Josh, Cranston has a gift for you.
There's a reason why I want to cut it off so soon tonight. You know, there's a new game coming out.
Yes.
In just a few minutes now, and our boy Cranston had brought something for the podcast room. Cranston, what do you have for us?
We got a Far Cry 6 poster here.
Damn, the new game that's coming out.
For the studio.
And it's for you. We both chipped in.
It's actually a double-sided.
Yeah.
So
What side looks better?
I don't know. That's one, and then the other one's...
Ooh, I like
That
that
one's pretty
side.
hot. Remember when I gave you the $60 so you could give this to him?
You bought a poster for $60?
Yeah, just for you.
I think you got ripped off. I think you got a game and a poster, right?
No, that's lies and slander. That poster.
I got a game and...
Yeah, he got the game. I bought the poster for $60.
Can't wait to play it, even though I'm not going to play it tonight, not till tomorrow night, probably even all that stuff. But what tomorrow night is another show of Stuck at Night. So please join us, won't you? YouTube.com/stuckinthemiddle. Eli, tell them what's up.
Well, I think you said everything. Monday through Thursday, perhaps for now, for this week, for sure.
Why? You want to change it to Monday through Wednesday?
Possibly. But we're going to discuss that.
Interesting.
He
said it, not me.
In a posty show or whatever the case. Please smash the like button, goes a long way, and comment when the stream goes dead. Every comment helps us in the battle for the algorithm so that we can get noticed and get the message of being stuck in the middle and discourse out there. And we need you for that. With that, we love you.
Hell to the yes. Cranston, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Tune in tomorrow.
There you go. We'll see you on the mananas. Bye.
One of these days, I want to hear you up here. Be like,
I'm too busy texting.
bastard.